What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Starting the video off with the newest update of Urs at 3.5 weeks out of the Olympia. First impressions, he is absolutely shredded to the bone and can step on stage tomorrow if he wanted to. Now that explains the extra 1,000 grams of carbs given to Urs yesterday by his coach. I mean, they have to hold on to the size somehow, and that is the strategy they have adopted. Now, let's compare these pictures to the ones that were released just before the Arnold Classic this year. Totally different lights, but there seems to be improvements in the arms department, which was the biggest concern. The bicep peak is relatively bigger than it was at the start of this year. But the improvement isn't of that extent that it will blow up our minds. After all, it is a weak area for us, and sometimes it takes years to bring that up. As far as his back is concerned, it is very hard to judge because of the difference in lighting. This will definitely be Urs's most complete package to date. The standard of conditioning in the IFBB Elite Pro Mr. World Championship that just took place was extremely good. This guy who goes by the name of Destiny 5, his name is Bodybuilding. Apologies if I am pronouncing that wrong. He deserves more recognition. Surprisingly, he placed third in the 95 kgs plus bodybuilding category. The dryness, the grainy look on this guy was just insane, reminiscent of the 90s conditioning that we always talk about. He's coached by Jassim Ali, which, if I'm not mistaken, was the former coach of Andrew Jagged as well. So great job by Bodybuilding. As the Olympia is coming up, they should definitely learn something from this show and bring this kind of lighting to the stage. This will truly showcase the hard work of all the athletes. The lighting at this show was on another level. That's 52 years old Dexter Jackson for you, keeping himself in the best possible shape after downsizing. Dexter was very vocal about it during his competitive career as well, that he will try to keep a decent shape after retirement as well. And thankfully, he did not have any major injuries throughout his career, which is kind of unbelievable. A man who competed in professional bodybuilding for almost 3 decades and retired with no major injuries. This has a lot to do with his training style. He did not try to break any records. He worked very smart and continuously beat guys bigger than him. We have an update on 7 times Mr. Olympia Phil Heath as well. I do not understand why people think Phil might come back in 2023. Guys, he has nothing left to prove to the bodybuilding world. In his conversation with Chris Bumstead, he stated that he is now enjoying life and having fun with his training as well. He will be turning 43 in December, and there is no way he would risk his health at this point in his life. And for what? We saw what happened in 2020. Basically, both Brandon and Phil were lucky that Hadi Chopin did not show up as good during the prejudging as he was at the finals. Otherwise, both of them would have been down 1 place. Phil Heath is one of the greatest this sport has ever seen. Let's just leave it at that. Ending the video with former 212 Mr. Olympia Kamal guest posing at 3.5 weeks out of his last Olympia. Kamal and his coach Chris Aceto have all the intentions to make history in December by reclaiming that throne. I don't know why he chose not to show his legs. As far as his upper body is concerned, he looks huge. Last year, Kamal was third. So with Derek Linsford removed from the list, it's gonna come down to Sean and Kamal. Who do you have winning this show? Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.